You muting us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Welling Sports and Social Club quiz night. It's about 5 minutes until we start, so hopefully you've gotten yourself nice and comfy. We will try and kickstart as close to 8:30 as we can. We've already got 17 teams that have joined. So at 8:30 we'll get cracking. So go get yourself a drink, put on the kettle, get yourself comfy, get the snacks, and we'll be going not so long, about 5 minutes time. So 5 minutes, and we'll see you then. Hello, welcome to Welling Sports and Social Club online quiz night, our first ever online quiz night. You can see me in the club. It's such a shame it's an empty club. We can't wait to get you guys all back in here and supporting an absolutely fantastic local club. My name, for those who don't know, is David, a local resident to Welling. Um, I'm gonna host the evening for you all. We're just waiting on the last few people who have just um, started to send in a request that they wanted to join as well. But it's fantastic to see that we've got about 28 teams already that have all signed up and that have logged on. Some fantastic team names. I'm absolutely loving the names that are coming through. We have BP just joined, the Martinis, Jackson 3, Barnard Castle, In on a Whim, Team Us, Sofa Spuds, Flu Fighters, Team Z. Big shout out for Stacks, the Rams, Couch Potato, the Masked Quizzers, the Incredibles. Cookies joined us. We've got Quarantine, loving that name, loving that name. Green Rhino 63. Brooks are here. We've got Ant, the M&Ms, Cobra Kai. Haven't watched it myself, but I've heard some good things. Don't Stop Me, Handy Rose, Wellen Yogini or Yogini, I think is that one. The Weber Gators, my favourite quiz name so far, I have to say. A little round of applause, you guys. Professor Quizwitty, loving it. Kenny Dogleash, the Rocksters, Clever Carrots, Wintles, Darby and Joan. And we've had the Baines on Toast just join us as well. So welcome along to the quiz. 30 odd teams that will be competing tonight. What are you guys competing for? Well, not only are you competing for the accolade of being the first ever online Welling Sports and Social Club quiz night winners, but we also have some fantastic prizes for you as well. First prize tonight is £50. Our second prize will be £25 and third prize as £10. Second to last prize, so you're not going to get it just for failing completely, but second to last prize will also get a prize tonight, which is £5. The team here at Welling Sports and Social Club have sent you an email, which means that hopefully you've got all the instructions for how you can play along. I'm a teacher. I have done Cahoots before, but I have to say I've only ever done Cahoots in a classroom. This is my first time doing it live and streaming it to the world. So fingers crossed it all goes well. But we've got a fantastic team here tonight working behind the scenes. I say team, it's one man. You all know who he is. He's doing a great job making sure that things are run logistically, but we've got some other guys at home working on this as well. So if there are any problems, please do get in touch. You can get in touch with us at tickets@wellingsportsandsocialclub.org.uk. Message us on Twitter, on Facebook, or call us on 01438 714 183. You will also be able to put comments on YouTube, and we'll be able to see the comments coming through, and we might be able to give you some shout outs as well as we go through this evening. As a teacher, the kids always tell me the biggest annoyance when doing a Kahoot is getting kicked out. And the reason that they get kicked out is because maybe they've swiped up to go to a different screen, or it may be that their phone isn't charged fully. So my big bit of advice before we really kick start is for you to make sure that you've got your phone charged up, or whatever device you're working on that keeps you logged in at all times. And make sure that you've got the two devices, which is the best way, because you'll need to see me presenting in this screen for some of the questions that will be coming up later on. Format of the quiz, there will be 3 rounds. We'll then have a nice little break for you to go for a wee, get yourself topped up with a drink, and then we'll have another further 3 rounds. There'll be 10 questions in each round, and for each question, it will appear on the screen. There is a slight 20-second delay for us broadcasting it. So on your answering pad, it will come up that you can answer a question, but you might not yet see that question, but it will appear on screen. I will also read out the question so that everyone at least can hear it. If they can't see it, if their reading site's not as good, and I'll let you know what the possible answers are. You'll get 4 colours. It's a multiple choice quiz, so you'll be able to respond by selecting the correct colour that corresponds to the screen that you're seeing. I've given you 1 minute per question, and Kahoot does give some extra points for those people who answer quickly. So The fact that we've chosen to do Kahoot is because we really value the fact that quizzes should be taken seriously. So it's not a case that you can cheat at home, and we really hope that you aren't trying to do that. But the speed at which you can answer with will play a part. Plus, this will also give us a live leaderboard, and you'll be able to see your scores and how well you're getting on as you go through. So without further ado, I think it's time that we could kickstart with our quiz. So I will change screen for you all so that you can see how we're presenting. So this is our screen that we're presenting. If anyone's latecomers, we've just got Under the Radar and Agatha Quizzed and Quizmaster Jen that have just joined us as well. Game pin 4995045. So you should all be up and running to be able to start the quiz, and we'll get cracking with our first questions. So, Welling Sports and Social Club quiz night in 3, 2, 1. So no need to answer this time. This is just telling you that it's round 1 in the news. So the next 10 questions will all be related to events that have taken place this week in the news. Have you been paying attention? Question 1. Which golfer had to be prized from his car following an accident this week? Was it red, Rory McIlroy, blue, Tiger Woods, orange, Dustin Johnson, or green, Nick Faldo? Which golfer had to be prized from his car following an accident this week? Was it Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson, or Nick Faldo? Red for Rory McIlroy, blue for Tiger Woods, orange Dustin Johnson, and green for Nick Faldo. 20 seconds left to get your answer on. Fantastic. 35 got it correct, with one person incorrectly going for Nick Faldo. Good start. And we've got the Flu Fighters up at the top straight away. Most points, 870. They were the quickest to answer, followed by the Masked Quizzers, Darby and Joan, Don't Stop Me, and my favourite team name, Professor Quizwit. He's made it to the first leaderboard. Congratulations. Next question. Question 2. Which mega-rich billionaire lost his status as the world's richest person this week? Was it red, Jeff Bezos, blue, Bill Gates, orange, Elon Musk, or green, Mark Zuckerberg? Which mega-rich billionaire lost his status as the world's richest person this week? Red, Jeff Bezos, blue for Bill Gates, orange for Elon Musk, or green for Mark Zuckerberg? Ten seconds to answer. Last few teams getting their answer in. All split on that one. Congratulations, those people who went for Elon Musk lost his place after the Bitcoin failure from this week. So we have some jumping up on our leaderboard. Well done, Clever Carrots and the Sofa Spuds. Next question. Boris Johnson gave his roadmap to ending lockdown on Monday. How many British flags did he stand in front of? Was it red, 1, 2 is blue, orange for 3, or green, 4? So Boris Johnson gave his roadmap to ending lockdown, woohoo, on Monday. How many British flags did he stand in front of? If you think it's 1, press red. If you think it was 2, press blue. 3 for orange, and 4 is green. Last 10 seconds. "36 answers in. Congratulations. The majority of people got that one right. He stood in front of 2 flags. We've got a jump. Oh, a big jump on the leaderboard. 5 new people on the leaderboard. Keep it going, guys. Well done. Next question. Which actor has been formally placed under investigation this week following accusations of rape? Is it red, Anthony Hopkins, blue, Jack Nicholson, orange for Donald Sutherland, and green is Gerard Depardieu? Question 4. Which actor has been formally placed under investigation this week following accusations of rape? Red Anthony Hopkins, blue Jack Nicholson, orange Donald Sutherland, and green Gerard Depardieu. 20 seconds to get those answers in. Last couple of answers from each team coming in right now. Gerard Depardieu, 28 if you got that one right. Well done. What's that done to our leaderboard? New leader at the top, it's the Wintles. Question 5. Which musical dance act have this week decided to split? Is it red, Daft Punk, blue, the Chemical Brothers, orange, Basement Jaxx, or green, Massive Attack? Which musical dance act this week decided to split? Was it red, Daft Punk, the blue for Chemical Brothers, orange for Basement Jaxx, or green for Massive Attack? Answers are flying in now, well done. Last 10 seconds to get those answers in. And 24 of you have got that right, with Daft Punk have decided to split. Kenny Dogleash has a streak now of 5 correct answers in a row, taking third on our leaderboard. Next question. This week, a NASA rover touched down on Mars. But what is its name? Is it red, Opportunity, blue for Perseverance, orange for Curiosity, and green for Spirit? So this week, a NASA rover touched down on Mars. But what is its name? If you think it was Opportunity, press red. If you think it was Perseverance, press blue. Go orange for Curiosity and green for Spirit. Ten seconds. Last couple of teams to answer. And all of you paying attention with Mars rovers. Good to see some science fans out there. 32 of you with Perseverance. We've got Darby and Joan jumping up, as has the Sofa Spuds. Quiz has now the highest answer streak of 6. A wild sheep was found in a forest near Melbourne. Its coat of wool was cut off, but how much did that coat of wool weigh? If you think it was 12 grams, go red. Blue is 20 kilograms. Orange if you think it's 35 kilograms, and green if you think it's 48 kilograms. So a wild sheep this week was found near Melbourne. Its coat of wool had to be cut off. How much did it weigh? Was it red, 12 kilograms, blue for 20 kilograms. If you think it's 35 kilograms, go orange. If you think it's 48 kilograms, go green. That is the actual sheep in question that you can see on your screen. And 17, if you got it right, it was a whopping 35 kilograms. Imagine logging that around. So 3 people jumping up onto our leaderboard. Second place, Kenny Dalglish. We still have the Wintles leading at the front. Next question, question 8. Novak Djokovic won the Australian Open, but how many Grand Slam titles does he now have? If you think it's 15, press red. If you think it's 16, press blue. If you think it's 17, press orange. And if you think it's 18, press green. This week, Novak Djokovic won the Australian Open, but how many Grand Slam titles does he now have? Red 15, blue for 16, orange for 17, green for 18. "32 teams have answered, 34. Last 10 seconds. I think we've got 36 teams, so fingers crossed they get their answer in quickly. Novak Djokovic is now up to a grand total of 18 Grand Slams. 5 players have just hit an answer streak of 3. Congratulations, and Kenny Dalglish has jumped into the lead. Paramount Plus announced which American sitcom is to get a reboot. If you think it's Seinfeld, that's red. Ally McBeal would be blue. Frasier would be orange, and Will and Grace would be green. So this week, Paramount Plus announced which American sitcom is going to get a reboot and come back. If you think it's Seinfeld, go red. Ally McBeal, blue. Frasier would be orange. Will and Grace will be green. Ten seconds to go, gang. Lots of you knowing that it was. 25 of you, in fact, saying Frasier, well done. Agatha Quist has jumped 5 places on that one. Well done, team. And the last question for this round. A Nebworth care home resident celebrated her 100th birthday. Her secret to living a long life this week reported in the Welland and Hatfield Times, was it red, keeping busy, blue, drinking tea, orange, turmeric, or was it green, a glass of sherry? This week in the Welland and Hatfield Times, they reported a Nebworth care home resident celebrating her 100th birthday. What was her secret to living a long life? Was it keeping busy? Go red. Drinking tea? Hit blue. Turmeric? Press orange. Or sherry? Select green. Last 5 seconds. Not many people reading the Welland and Hatfield Times, it seems. It was red. It was keeping busy. Only 2 correct answers, that one. So up 12 places, Barnard Castle being our highest climber. No change at the top of the leaderboard. And that concludes the end of round 1. And for round 2, we'll be moving on to some mental maths questions. Now, the mental maths questions have all been taken from the 11 plus entrance exams. So please don't use a calculator. See if you can do it. Non-calculator based paper. This is what the 11-year-old or 10-year-olds in the country have to go through. So we will get cracking with our round 2. What is 999 minus 99 plus 9, then divided by 9? If you think it's 91, it's red. Blue for 99. Orange 101. Green 109. So what is 999 minus 99 plus 9, and then divide that by 9? Well, oh, look at that. 29 maths genius. Well done. All getting it right at 101. Quarantine, 3 in a row are back in it. And we've got the masked quizzes rising high. Next question. How many minutes are there in 1/12 of a day? If you think it's 240, it's red. 120 would be blue. 30, you would go orange. And if you think it's 60, you would go green. How many minutes are there in 1/12 of a day? 240 is red. 120 is blue. If you think it's 30, go orange. 60 for green. Five seconds. 29 if you're getting it right. 120. A 12th of a day being 2 lots of 60 minutes. Quizzed is our highest climber. Well done. We've got a change at the top. Well done, masked quizzers. Seats are numbered consecutively. I'm in seat 17 and you're in seat 39. How many seats are there between us? So if I'm in 17 and you're in 39, how many seats are between us? If you think it's 20, go red. If you think it's 21, go blue. Orange, 22, and green, 23. Five seconds. And 16, if you're getting that right, it would be 21 seats in between. 10 players have now reached an answer streak of 3 on this mental maths quiz. So we've got some good mathematicians in the crowd. And Kenny Dalglish has jumped back to the lead. Sofa Spuds is on the way up as well. Next question, question 4. What is the difference between the smallest 4-digit number and the largest 3-digit number? If you think it's 1, it's red. If you think it's 10, it's blue. If you think it's 100, it's orange. If you think it's green, for 99. 5 seconds to go. 27 if you're getting that one right. 999 and then getting to 1,000 would be an increase of 1. 8 players now on a streak of 4. Clever Carrots are jumping up there. Question 5. What is 2014 minus 4,102? If you think it's minus 2012, you'd go red. Minus 2098 would be blue. Minus 2112 would be orange. Minus 2088 would be green. What is 2014 minus 4,102? If you think it's minus 2012, go red. Minus 2098, it's blue. Orange for minus 2,112 and green for minus 2,088. Three seconds. Oh, stumped a few of you on that one, but 13 if you got it right. It's minus 2,088. Remember, all these questions appearing on the 11 plus exam. Clever Carrots have jumped into the lead. They are some clever carrots. Question 6. Work out 25.68 divided by 12. Answers on the screen. Red for 2.04, blue for 2.08, orange for 2.12, green for 2.14. Work out 25.68 divided by 12. If you think it's red, it's 2.04, blue 2.08, orange 2.12, and green 2.14. 'Well done, 23 of you. 2.14 was the correct answer. Just a little reminder for you that there is a slight delay so that we can stream this out to you guys. So there is a slight delay, a few seconds. I think it's about 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So you might have an opportunity to put in an answer, but not to see the actual question yet on screen. So just factor that in. That's why we've tried to give you as much time as possible to have a go at guessing and seeing if you've got it right. But well done, 23 people on that, getting that one right. And we've got some jumpers in the leaderboards. Wintel's going up and the Marks Quizzers, but the Clever Carrots are sitting up pretty on top. Next question in mental maths. What is 99 times 99? If you think it's 8,901, it would be red. Blue, 8,901. Orange would be 9,801 and green would be 9,901. Five seconds to get your answer in for 99 times 99. It's 9,801. Congratulations, 19 if you're getting that one right. And the Weber Gators and Team Us are jumping up onto our leaderboard. Congratulations, guys. Question 8. If 1/4 of a class are boys, the rest girls, what is the ratio of boys to girls? If that's a 1-to-1 ratio, it's red. If it's a 1-to-2 ratio, that would be blue. A 1-to-3 ratio would be orange, and a green would be a 1-to-4 ratio. So if 1/4 of the class are boys, the rest being girls, what is the ratio of boys to girls? If it's 1-to-1, it's red, 1-to-2 blue, 1-to-3 orange, and 1-to-4 would be green. And it's split. Some went 1-to-4, some went 1-to-3. I have to say, myself and my wife were struggling on this one earlier as well. But if you have 1/4 of the class, then it's 3/4 that are girls. And so that is a 1-to-3 ratio. Congratulations, those 21 people who got that one right. And the masked quizzes are jumping up. Welin Eugenie is the highest climber, 6 places. Well done. Question 9, 120 plus 240 plus 400, and then minus 240 minus 400 plus 1 leaves you with what? If it's 120, go red. 121, go blue. 131, go orange. Or 331, go green. Ten seconds to get that answer in. And 31 of you really spotting nice and easy, because if you're adding 240 and then getting rid of 240, adding 400 and getting rid of 400, all you're really left with was 120 plus 1, giving us 121. Well done, Team Us, jumping up. And we've now got 3 players who've reached 6 correct answers on the Mantle Maths Challenge. Last one, a train leaves a station at 10 p.m. It travels at 30 miles per hour and it covers 120 miles. What would the time be? So if it left at 10 p.m., travelled at 30 miles per hour and covered 120 miles, what would the new time be? Red for 1 a.m., blue for 2 a.m., orange for 1 p.m., and green for 2 p.m. So it's 10 p.m. The train is travelling at 30 miles per hour. If it's covered 120 miles, what would the new time be? Red is 1 a.m., blue for 2 a.m., orange for 1 p.m., and green for 2 p.m. Well done, 23 of you, realising it would now be 2 a.m. At 10 p.m., you would have travelled for 4 hours, taking you to 2 a.m. I think some of you got mistaken with the p.m. at there. But well done, those 23 people getting it right. And we've still got those 5 at the top of our leaderboard. Well done, Clever Carrots, sitting on top after round 2. Wintle sitting second. Kenny Dogleash in third. The Masked Quizzers fourth. And Team Us sitting in 5th place. Well done, Sofa Spuds. You're back in the game with an answer streak of 3. Fantastic. Hope you're enjoying playing along. We're enjoying it here. Big crowd atmosphere in the club. And we're going to be moving on to round 3. Where in the world? So what's going to happen next is you are going to see some aerial photographs of famous cities. All you need to do is tell us where that city or place is in the world? You'll have the usual 4 options. Select the colour that corresponds to the correct answer. Let's get going with the first one. So have a look at the photo. Which city is that an aerial photograph of? If you think it's Madrid, go red. If you think it's Barcelona, go blue. If you think it's Berlin, go orange. And if you think it's Rome, go green. Oh, we do have some travelling people from Welling. 18 of you realising that that was the city Rome. I've gone full screen. I've taken myself off so that you can get a better view of those pictures. But well done for 18 of you realising that that was Rome. Masked quizzes jumping up, and we've got 3 players just hit an answer streak of 4. Well done. Second city is about to appear for you. Can you name that city? If you think it's Durban, go red. If you think it's Pretoria, go blue. If you think it's Cape Town, go orange. And if you think it's Johannesburg, go green. "15 seconds to get your answer in. What is that a picture of? Which city in the world?" Well done, 27. You realising that that was Cape Town in South Africa. Under the radar, you're back in the game. Come on, under the radar. Well done. Third city, can you name it? If you think it's Hong Kong, go red. Blue is Singapore. Kuala Lumpur would be orange, and Jakarta would be green. "30 seconds to go. Can you name that aerial photograph city?" Hong Kong red, Singapore blue, Kuala Lumpur for orange, Jakarta would be green. Oh, split that one. 12 of you only getting that one right. It was Hong Kong. Which means we've got a jump at the top with the masked quizzes now taking top spot and the sofa spuds joining us on the leaderboard again. The fourth city aerial photograph, where is that? If that's Chicago, go red. Boston, go blue. New York, go orange. Or Washington, DC, go green. 10 seconds to go. Get your answers in. Well done. Pretty much everyone's answered that one. Last couple of teams to get their answers in. But every single 100%. Well done, teams. 34 of you all getting New York. No change on the leaderboard, but the masked quizzers now have 7 in a row. Well done, masked quizzers. The 5th city for you to name. If you think it's Sao Paulo, go red. If you think it's Rio de Janeiro, go blue. If you think it's Buenos Aires, go orange. Or if you think it's Montevideo, go green. Fifteen seconds to get your answers in. If you think it's Sao Paulo, go red. Blue for Rio de Janeiro. Buenos Aires was orange and green for Montevideo. And 32 of you know, and that is Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. What's that done to the leaderboard? Lots of points added, but we've got no changes. However, 3 players now have reached an answer streak of 8 in a row. Well done, teams. What's the next place? If you think that's Abu Dhabi, go red. If you think it's Dubai, go blue. If you think it's Riyadh, go orange. And if you think it's Beirut, go green. Okay, guys, 15 seconds to get your answers in. Abu Dhabi red, Dubai blue, Riyadh orange, and Beirut green. Well done. 26 teams knowing that was Dubai. No change on the leaderboard, but 16 players have now got 3 right in a row. Keep it up, guys. You can climb higher. Our 7th photograph. Name that city. If you think it's Berlin, go red. If you think it's The Hague, go blue. If you think it's Paris, go orange. And if you think that's Prague, go green. Well done, everyone, realising that that was Paris. That's the first time we've had everyone answer on time, which means that that's when everyone gets the answers in. It stops that question. So well done, everyone. Well done, those 32 teams, realising that that was Paris. And again, no change in the top 5. Let's see if the next one stumps people. The 8th city. Name the 8th aerial photograph. Is that Amsterdam? Go red. If you think it's blue, go Copenhagen. If you think it is Bruges, go orange. And if you think it's Venice, go green. Where in the world is that an aerial photograph of? If you think it's Amsterdam, go red. Blue, Copenhagen. It would be orange for Bruges, and it would be green for Venice. Five seconds to get those last few answers in, guys. Well done. That is the canals of Venice we were seeing in that photograph. Oh, Kenny Dalglish has jumped up into second. Clever Carrots is jumping up, and so for Spuds are. That's a tough round. 5 players lost their answer streak of 4 in that question. Our 9th city. If you think that's Madrid, go red. If you think it's Prague, go blue. If you think it's Florence, go orange. And if you think that's Lisbon, go green. So where in the world is that an aerial photograph of? If you think it's Madrid, you'd be pressing red. Prague for blue. Florence, orange. Green would be Lisbon. And 10 seconds to get those answers in. It was Madrid. 13 teams getting that one right, but quite a few not getting it. That could have a big change on our leaderboard. Wintle's going up, and 4 players have now got an answer streak of 6. Our final city, the final aerial photograph. Where in the world is that? If you think that's Vienna, go red. If you think that's Barcelona, go blue. If you think that's Budapest, it would be orange. And if you think that's Stockholm, you would be selecting green. So where in the world are all of those lovely squared blocks? If you think it's Vienna, go red. Barcelona is blue. Budapest is orange. And Stockholm would be green. Twenty worldly wise wanderers from Welling realising that that's Barcelona. Congratulations for getting that one right on our very, very last question in that round. Kenny Dalglish has the highest answer streak of 13. He's on fire right now. Well done, Kenny Dalglish. And so at the end of round 3, we have Master Quizzers sitting at the top. Kenny Dalglish in second. Those Clever Carrots still there on the leaderboard in third. The Wintles in fourth. And we have our Sofa Spuds sitting in fifth on our leaderboard. But it is all to play for in the second half of our quiz. So we're going to take a little break. We'll give you 5 minutes or so to go and top up your drinks, put the kettle on for a cup of tea, or put some music on and have a little boogie for yourself, stretch, and we will see you back here in 5 minutes. So see you in 5 minutes, guys. Well done. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep up that great work. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you're all back with us. You've topped up your drinks. You've been for a wee wee. You've put the kettle on and made it brew. Remembering to put the milk in after you've taken the tea bag out. I know it's controversial, but that's got to be the way you make a cup of tea. And so, back to your seats. We're going to get ready again and moving on to our next 3 rounds. Still lots and lots to play for in the quiz. We've had a look at the leaderboards. It's very, very close with a number of teams that could jump up onto that top leaderboard. So keep going, guys. We'll move on to side-by-side screen so that you can see the quiz and myself. And you can see now that we are going to go on to round 4. And round 4 is all about the collective noun. So I had to ask my wife, an English teacher, what does that mean? So it's a group noun. So what do we call the following groups of animals? That's what you will be answering. So hoping that you're all back in your seats, you've got your teams ready and raring to go, and we will crack on with our quiz. So what is the collective noun for a group of wolves? If you think it's a gang, it would be red. If you think it's a pack, it would be blue. If you think it's a kennel, it would be orange. And if you think it is green, it would be a herd. So what is the collective noun for a group of wolves? If you think it's a gang, it's red. Pack is blue. Kennel for orange. Herd is green. And answers in fantastic. 32 of you realizing that it was a pack of wolves. So you got the idea and the gist of this round nice and easily. Thank you very much to Carol R, who sent a lovely photo in on the Facebook thread. You'll see that we've put a photo of me presenting here. We'd love to see you guys at home and how you're taking part in this quiz. So if you want to take a little selfie of yourself with the screen behind you, we'd love to have those photos coming through onto our Facebook thread. And Kenny Dalglish is still going with his streak of 14. I assume it's a he with Kenny Dalglish. I don't know. I can't see you. Next question then for our collective noun. Question 2. What is the collective noun for a group of alligators? If you think it's a float, it's red. A nest is blue. A congregation is orange. And if you think it's a cluster, it's green. So we're looking for the collective noun for a group of alligators together. They would be known as, if you think it's float, go red. If you think it's nest, go blue. If you think it's a congregation, go orange. And if you think it is a cluster, go green. And 16, if you're realizing we refer to a congregation of alligators. And for those nitpicky quizmaster people, I understand it is a picture of a crocodile that I showed you, but Kahoot didn't have an alligator in its library of photos, so I had to go with that one. Apologies. But well done. 16, if you're realizing that we refer to a group of alligators as a congregation. Darby and Joan making that comeback. Go on, Darby and Joan. Clever Carrots back onto the leaderboard. It's been a while since they've been at the top, but there you can see them sitting pretty. Our next question. What is the collective noun for a group of cockroaches? Would we call it an incursion of cockroaches, an encroachment of cockroaches, a trespass of cockroaches, or an intrusion of cockroaches? Incursion for red, encroachment blue, trespass orange, intrusion green. Ooh, cockroaches. What would we call a group of them? An incursion red, encroachment blue, trespass orange, intrusion green. Five seconds to get your answers in. 20 of you knowing it was an intrusion. You are knowledgeable folk out there. Well done. An intrusion of cockroaches. Team Z, highest answer streak now of 6. Well done. Fantastic. And we've got Kenny Douglas jumping up again. It is changing all the time, our leaderboard. Well done, everyone. Question 4. What is the collective noun for a group of eagles? If you think it's a con job, it's red. If you think it's a convocation, it's blue. If you think it's a con labour, it would be orange. And if you think it's a con function, then it's green. So what is the collective noun for a group of eagles? If you think it's a con job, it's red. Convocation, blue. Con labour, orange. And con function, green. Five seconds, get those answers in. 27 of you knew it was a convocation. Fantastic. With Sofa Spuds and Darby and Joan. Darby and Joan joining us on that leaderboard, and Team Z now 7 in a row. Question 5. What is the collective noun for a group of elephants? If it's a parade, you'd go red. If it was show, you'd go blue. If it was march, you'd go orange. And if you think it's a procession, you would go green. Answers are coming in. What is the collective noun for a group of elephants? If you think it's a parade, it's red. Show is blue. March is orange. And procession is green. Well done, 24 of you old enough to remember the Disney's Jungle Book and the Parade of Elephants on show. Well done, it's a parade of elephants, not a procession. Which means we've had a little bit of changing, and Wellen, your genie is making a comeback now with 3 in a row. Go on, your genies. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Question 6, what is the collective noun for a group of frogs? Is it a horde? That would be red. School? That would be blue. Swarm? That would be orange. Army? That would be green. Five seconds to get your answers in for a noun, collective noun for a group of frogs. It's an army of frogs. Well done, 26 of you. Under the radar, coming back. Go for it, under the radar. You're doing well. The collective noun for a group of hedgehogs. If you think it's an assemble, that would be red. If you think it's a garb, it would be blue. If you think it's an array, that would be orange. And if you think it's a finery, that would be green. So what do we call a group of hedgehogs? Is an assemble, that's red, garb for blue, array would be orange, and you would go for finery for green. Ten seconds to get those answers in. Only 13 getting that right with an array. Most of you thinking it was an assemble, but unfortunately it was an array. Team Z now has the highest answer streak, and we've got some changes going on there with Clever Carrots jumping up. And Professor Quiz Witty, that team name that I loved, have now joined us on that leaderboard. Well done again. Next question 8. What is the collective noun for a group of monkeys? Is it a group? That would be red. Is it a band? That would be blue. If it's a troop, you would go orange. And if it's a colony, you would go green. So what is the collective noun for a group of monkeys? If you think it's a group, it's red. Band is blue. Troop is orange. And colony is green. 10 seconds to get those answers in. And we can see that 31 of you realizing that that is a troop of monkeys. And I am aware that the photo was chimpanzees, which is part of the ape family, but again, Kahoot wouldn't let me have any monkey photos. Well done, Team Z. Highest answer streak of 11 in a row. Keep going, Team Z. What is the collective noun for a group of owls? What do we know refer to a group of owls as? Is it a parliament? That's red. A senate? That's blue. A congression? That's orange. And a court? That's green. So we're looking for the collective noun for a group of owls. If you think it's parliament, go red. Senate, go blue. Congression is orange. And court is green. Ten seconds to get those answers in. Last one or two teams to go. Think that's all of us in. Well done. See, yep, everyone got their answer in. And so 33 of you correctly realising it's a parliament of owls. Quizmaster Jen is making a comeback now. 3 in a row. Go on, Quizmaster Jen, you can do it. And question 10, what is the collective noun for a group of spiders? The last question in this round. For a group of spiders, would we refer to it as a nest? That's red. Cluster, that's blue. A trail, that's orange. And a swarm, that's green. What is the collective noun for a group of spiders? 15 seconds to get your answers in. – 5 seconds to go. One more team to get their answer in, or they didn't get their answer in on time. So 21 of you correctly identifying that as a cluster. 13 went for a nest. Unfortunately, it was cluster. That will do some changes on the leaderboard, and it has. Clever Carrots are back into our top place, with Professor Quiz Witty making a comeback as well, moving up into fourth. Well done, the Green Browns. You're back in that game with 3 in a row. You're doing well. Keep it going. So at the end of that, we will move on to our round 5. Now, round 5 is going to get you to decide if a word or saying is a bottle of wine or if it's a swine. And the swine refers to an expletive that would have been written by William Shakespeare. So a word will appear, and all you've got to do is decide if you think that that is the name of a bottle of wine or if you think it was used by William Shakespeare as an expletive. We've labelled this round wine or swine. Let's see how you guys get on. Question number 1. A carbuncle. Is that a wine or is it a swine? If you think it is a wine, you click red. If you think it's swine, click blue. So red for wine, blue for swine. You've got to be quick on this round to get your answer in. And unfortunately, only 10 people got their answers in on that round. It is a quicker round. It's not a minute on that one. It's only a quick turnaround to see if you can answer quickly. So well done. 10 of you realizing that that was swine. It was something that William Shakespeare would have written down as an expletive. So hopefully the rest of you can get your answers in on the next one. Well done for Don't Stop Me as our highest climber, who've now jumped up 3 places. So next one is wine or swine, bastardo. If you think it's a wine, go red. If you think it is swine, go blue. 2 answers only in this round. If it's wine or swine, red for wine, bastardo, or blue for swine. Get those answers in. 5 seconds to get your answer in. $11 of you correctly identifying that that was wine. A bastardo is a bottle of wine. Question number 3 is coming up, but Brooks has now a streak with 13 correct answers in a row and has joined us on the top of the leaderboard. So wine or swine, scullion. If you think it is wine, go red. If you think it is swine, go blue. And congratulations, 11 of you getting right that the scullion is a swine. Flu Fighters have just hit 11 correct on the trot, and Professor Quiz Witty has jumped to the top of our leaderboard. Brooks is making her way up, as is the Masked Quizzers. Coxcomb. Is coxcomb a wine or swine? If it's wine, go red. If it's swine, go blue. And 12 of you getting this one correct. Coxcomb is a swine. And so we've got jumping on the leaderboard again. Masked Quizzes jumping up. And Brooks now has 15 correct. plunger head, is that a bottle of wine or is it a swine? Plunger head, is that a bottle of wine or is it a swine? Red is wine, blue is swine. Well done, 19, if you're realising that a plunger head is a bottle of wine. And we can see that that has put Professor Quiz Witty up at the top with Kenny Dogleash coming through as well. Now we're getting a couple of people coming through on our chat telling us that they're not hearing it as well or quickly. And so I'm going to try and tell you the next one so that you've got more time to make your decision. So with question six is going to be toasted head. Toasted head. Do you think toasted head is a bottle of wine or do you think it is a swine? If you think it's a bottle of wine, go red. If you think it's an expletive, go blue. So wine or swine, toasted head. Red for wine, blue is swine. And 19, if you knowing that a toasted head is a bottle of wine. I think we've got some big drinkers out there tonight. But congratulations, 19, if you're getting that one right, which means Kenny Dogleash has jumped up and under the radar, up 4 places. You definitely have got some bottles of wine and some William Shakespeare reading knowledge under your belt. So our next one, number 7, is going to be scambling. Scambling. Do you think scambling is a bottle of wine or do you think it's an expletive used by William Shakespeare? Scambling. If you think it is a bottle of wine, go red. Expletive, go blue. Well done. 26 people correctly identifying a scambling is an expletive that William Shakespeare wrote down. And so on our leaderboards, no change at the top 5, but lots of points being added. And up 4 places, the Wintles doing fantastic, climbing up that leaderboard. Go for it, the Wintles. Okay, our next question is question number 8. And question number 8 is fat guts. Do you think fat guts is the name of a bottle of wine? Or do you think fat guts is an expletive used by William Shakespeare? If you think it's a bottle of wine, go red. Fat guts is a bottle of wine. Or if you think it is a swine, an expletive, go blue. Next question, fat guts. Answers coming through quick and ready now. With fat guts, wine is red, swine is blue. Three seconds to get your answers in. 25 of you correctly identifying that fat guts is the name of a bottle of wine. Fantastic. 9 of you unfortunately getting that wrong. Agatha Quist is back in the game with an answer streak of 3. Jumping up that leaderboard, we've got Darby and Joan back up with us, Master Quizzers on the rise, and Professor Quiz Witty doing a fantastic job at the top. So our next question, for question number 9, I'm wanting to know if gnarly head is a bottle of wine or if it's a swine. Would William Shakespeare write about you gnarly head, or would that be a bottle of wine? So for question 9, I'd like you to go for gnarly head, wine would be red, and swine would be blue. And well done, 19 of you, realizing that gnarly head is a bottle of wine and it was not something said in a play by William Shakespeare. And so, what's that done to our leaderboard? It's made a change. Masked Quizzers now are sitting at the top, and the Flu Fighters have joined us on the top of the leaderboard. And come on, the Rockstars, back in the game. You've got 3 in a row. And so our final question of this round, we're looking for if it's a bottle of wine or is it a swine? We're thinking about a horse's ass. Horse's ass. Is horse's ass a bottle of wine? If you think it is a bottle of wine, then you would be selecting red. And if you think it's swine, it would be blue. So horse's ass. What do we think horse's ass is? Is it wine or swine? Red for wine, blue for swine. Answers coming through thick and fast, which is fantastic. People are getting the questions. Last couple of teams to put an answer in. And 22 of you, unfortunately, went for swine. But imagine drinking a bottle of horse's ass. But it is a bottle of wine. And so it's been a tough round with a few players losing some answer streaks. Brooks is on the way up. Flu Fighters sitting in 3rd position now after climbing, but Masked Quizzers sitting at the top, and Kenny Dogleash in 5th on our leaderboard. So well done, teams. We're now entering into our next round. This is our final round of the night, and we've gone for the classic pub quiz questions. We're going to ask you questions, and what we want you to do is just answer the most common pub quiz questions that appear up and down our country. So how good is your general knowledge? With our final round, lots to play for. Question number 1. What is the biggest fish in the ocean? If you think it's a basking shark, you can select red. If you think it's a whale shark, you select blue. If you think it is a sperm whale, select orange. And if you think it's a blue whale, select green. And 15 seconds to get your answer in. What is the biggest fish in the ocean? Basking shark, whale shark, sperm whale, or blue whale? Everyone got their answers in, and so 17 of you knowing that it is a whale shark. Unfortunately, 3 people going sperm whale and 12 people going blue whale, and whales are mammals, so they are not classified as fish. And Flu Fighters, hottest streak now, making a comeback with 3 in a row, on fire with Kenny Dalglish, but Masked Quizzers still sitting at the top. Can they be toppled by the end? Or will they be our winners tonight? Question 2. What is the most common blood type in the UK? Is it type O for red? Type B would be blue. Type A would be orange. And type green would be AB. What is the most common blood type in the UK? Red, type O, blue, type B, type A, you'd click orange, type AB, you would click green. Lots of answers coming in. 15 seconds for those last few remaining teams to get their answers. And 28 of you realizing that it is type O. And as a biology teacher, correctly, it is type 0. It's the AB0 blood grouping system because you either have the antigens A or B or you don't, which means you have 0 of them. So congratulations. I also am a blood donor. I reached my 25 donations last week and I can thoroughly recommend, if you're not, it's such a worthwhile thing to do, to give blood. Well done to those people getting it right. Darby and Joan making a great comeback at the end. And Masked Quizzers now have a streak of 7 correct answers in a row, and they are sitting there at the top. Question 3. What planet did Superman come from? Was it planet Xander for red, planet Jupiter for blue, planet Kal-El for orange, or planet Krypton for green? So what planet did Superman come from? Was it Xander for red, Jupiter blue, Kal-El for orange, and Krypton for green? Lots of you getting it correct with Krypton. I believe Kal-El was his name that his parents gave him before he came to planet Earth and was renamed as Clark Kent. But well done, 30 of you getting that one correct. 11 players have now got 3 correct in a row, meaning they have got great knowledge of common pub quiz questions, but no change on our leaderboard. Question 4. Who won the first ever Football World Cup? Was it Uruguay for red, Germany for blue, orange for Brazil, and Argentina is green? Question 4. Who won the first ever World Cup of football? If you think it's Uruguay, go red. Germany, go blue. If you think it's Brazil, go orange. Or if you think it's Argentina, go green. Ten seconds to get those answers in. Congratulations, 27 of you realising that the very first ever hosts of the World Cup were Uruguay, who won it in their own backyard. And so, under the radar, doing well. You're going to creep up that leaderboard, but with not many questions to go, we've got Masked Quizzers still sitting at the top. Can they be caught? Flu Fighters and Brooks are hot on their heels. Question 5. How long has The Simpsons been running for? And we're looking for the closest year. If you think it's 28, it's red. If you think it's 29, it's blue. 30 for orange, and green is 31. How long has The Simpsons been running for to the closest? Well done for 16 of you. Sorry, 7 of you correctly identifying it was 30 years. We've had 30 years of The Simpsons running on telly. Sofa Spuds have just gone up with an answer streak of 5, and they've joined us on the leaderboard. Maybe a last little race for the top. Kenny Dogleash is moving up as well and currently in 3rd. So question 6. In Back to the Future, what does the DeLorean license plate say? So the famous car in Back to the Future, what's the license plate? If you think it's out of time, it's red. MF1985 would be blue. Doc Brown would be orange. And B2TF would be green. Five seconds to go. And the license plate says out of time, famously on the DeLorean in the famous movie Back to the Future. So what's that done to our leaderboards? Sofa Spuds have got a hot streak of 6 correct answers in a row, but the masked quizzes are still sitting on top. Can they be caught? Question 7. How many bones are there in the human body? 206 is red. Blue would be 289. Orange 351 or green 427. How many bones are there in the human body? If you think it's 206, go red. 289, go blue. Orange 351 and green 427. 15 seconds to get those answers in. Well done, teams, getting those answers in. 26 correctly identifying there are 206 bones in the body. And so we now have Sofa Spuds again with a hot streak, but there hasn't been any change in that top 5. Will we have a top 5 change with only 3 questions remaining? What percentage of people are left-handed? Is it 5%? That's red. 10%? That's blue. Orange would be 25% and green would be 30%. Come on, teams, you can do it. Last few questions. What percentage of people are left-handed? Click red for 5, blue for 10, orange for 25, green is 30. Last 3 seconds. And correctly, 21 teams have correctly identified it's 10% of people are left-handed, which means we have change on our leaderboard with only a few questions to go. Brooks are making a comeback. Professor Quiz Witty are making a comeback. And 3 in a row for Baines. They're on toast, back in the game. Penultimate question. Which was the first country to have a female prime minister? If you think it was the United Kingdom, go red. Blue for Canada. If you think it's New Zealand, go orange. If you think it's Sri Lanka, go green. So which was that first country to have a female prime minister? Red is United Kingdom, blue for Canada, orange for New Zealand, and green, Sri Lanka. Five seconds, get those last few answers in. Well done, everyone got an answer in, and Sri Lanka was the correct answer with 16, only 16 teams getting that right, which will have an effect on the leaderboard. The Weber Gators has the highest answer streak of 4, and would you believe it, Flu Fighters have just taken the top spot on our quiz. Will they hold it for the very last question? Here we go, guys, last question of the night. How many episodes of Friends were there? Are there 186 for red, 208 is blue, 236 is orange, and 244 is green? If Cheryl doesn't get this, Martin, I think, will be very, very surprised. So how many episodes of Friends are there? 186 is red, 208 for blue, 236 for orange, and 244 for green. 12 seconds to go. The last question of the night. Will this make the difference? Will you jump up that leaderboard? Last few teams getting their answer in. 19 teams getting it right, 14 teams incorrectly answering it, which means that will have an impact on our leaderboard. So this will bring up the end of the game and we will see our podium of winners. So on the podium, third place, Brooks. Well done, Brooks. Fantastic effort. And second place, those masked quizzes that were leading for so long, which means sitting in our top position for tonight, the Flu Fighters. Woo woo! Well done to the running up teams of Kenny Dogleash and the Professor Quiz Witties as well. Fantastic job, guys. An amazing effort from all of you. Flu Fighters, congratulations. We'd like to say well done to you guys. Remembering there were prizes for tonight. So Flu Fighters, Masked Quizzes and Brooks all receiving prizes. And we would love for you guys to get back to us to say how you found the quiz. Join on Facebook. Tell us what you thought on Facebook and how you think things have gone. Any feedback would be gratefully received. And a reminder that prize money for tonight, first prize was £50. Second prize in our quiz was £25, and third prize of £10. So absolutely fantastic to see how you guys have got on. We'll also be able to identify the team that came second last. And on the full report, I'll stop sharing so that I can see how you guys have got on and we can identify who actually came second last in our quiz as well. And so second last in our quiz, with quite a few teams taking place, and second last. Now, some teams unfortunately dropped out early on, but it looks like that the second last team with 9,200 points were the Green Browns. So if you finished in first, second, third, or second last, so that's the Green Browns, the Flu Fighters, the Masked Quizzers, and the Brooks, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get in touch with you. So please, if you could email tickets@wellinssc.org.uk, or get in touch with us on our social media channels to claim your prizes. Let us know what your team name was and who was in your team, and we'll put a shout out on Facebook and through other social media channels for you. We have the runners of every position as well for you now coming up, so you can find out where you finished. So Flu Fighters were first, the Masked Quizzers in second, Brooks finished in third, Kenny Dogleash in fourth. We had Professor Quiz Witty in fifth. We then got, with 68% of the questions right, Darby and Joan, followed by Team Us in seventh place. Sofa Spuds finished in eighth place, and they both got 72% correct. We then moved on to the Incredibles in ninth. Clever Carrots, who were leading for a large chunk of time. Well done, the Clever Carrots. You got into the top 10. The Weber Gators finished in 11th, with Couch Potato finishing in 12th. Barnard Castle in 13th. The Wintles finishing in 14th. We then had in 15th, Under the Radar, Don't Stop Me came in 16th. Good Old Ants came in 17th, with Baines on Toast in 18th. The Rams finished in 19th, and making it into our top 20, it was the M&Ms. Team Z, who had some hot streaks throughout the quiz, came in 21st, followed by Cobra Kai in 22nd, BP in 23rd place, Stacks came in 24th, Quarantine, good team name, in 25th, with Agatha Quist in 26th. Getting 57% correct was Quizzed, followed in 28th by Green Rhino, and then Wellen Yogini in 29th place. Making it into our top 30 was Quizmaster Jen. The Jackson 3 came in 31st place with a 43% correct answers. The Martinis with 43%, but unfortunately not answering quick enough than the Jackson 3, so they finished in 32nd. Rockstars finished in 33rd, and Cookie finishing in 34th. The Green Browns finished in 35th, and I'm on a whim in 36th place, with the other four teams dropping out, unfortunately. I think the Green Browns maybe had to rejoin in again, but they have won our second bottom place. So, ladies and gents, we hope you have enjoyed your evening. We hope we've entertained you. There were a couple of technical glitches. Apologies if there were any. It was our first ever time doing a Kahoot live streaming to our audience. Can I just personally thank all those fantastic people who've helped behind the scenes to make this work, everyone who's helped out getting it organised. We have such a fantastic club here at Welling, our sports and social club. A big, big thank you, as always, to Martin, our chairman, who made this evening possible. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting and entertaining you guys for tonight. So just a big, big thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot wait to have you guys back in the club and seeing friends again. Long may it be that we have to have a period of time where we're back. But for the remainder of time whilst we are in lockdown, stay safe, keep to the rules, follow the guidelines, look after yourselves and each other. And we wish you a fantastic evening. Take care, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.